Hi, Ashley. Let's see who is here, and sometimes I should put this behind me. I'm starting to work on my picture of my kids and my nephews and my nieces. It's actually for my mom for her birthday. Hi, Luz. How are you? How are you feeling? Now I'm hot. Thank you, Luz. I don't have any specials, but oh, I was gonna get one. I picked some oracles that I like. I don't know. Energy Oracle always makes me happy. You've retired from Oracle, and I have Whispers of Love and The Secret Language of Light, which is one of my favorites. And I'm gonna get the Star Spinner Tarot from Art Tarot. Hey, I don't have a special. Okay. Okay, Gorky. But yeah, I was just showing that what I have tonight. I'm going to use the Star Spinner Tarot. And I just really felt like pulling out these oracles are some of my favorites. Whispers of Love and the Secret Language of Light and the Energy Oracle. And of course, our Pixies Lenormand. One of these days I should just pull out the Cyril Marchetti Lenormand. But thank you, Ashley. So close to you. That's a little bit better. Yes, of course. Always encouraging. All right, so let's get busy. Let's go ahead and get started with Luz. Luz, what is your question? Maybe I should change one. Any messages? Do you want baby messages? Or just general? Okay, go take a shower then. Well, we'll do tarot and okay. Let's see what comes out. Did I use Star Spinner for you today? No, I didn't. I used the baby deck, so it'll be good to have a different point of view from a different tarot deck. Not that that's. I mean, it will be ironic if all the same cards came out, But it's still a different point of view, because even if all the same cards come out in a different deck, it looks different because the images are different. And sometimes the messages comes out a little bit differently. I'm starting to finally get these broken into. Still need to like powder them or something. Well, maybe not. Okay. Let's see what we have. It's kind of been cool these couple of days in Houston, which is nice, really nice. It's gonna be, like I'm gonna be excited to dress up more witchy as the witchy days come in. As the witchy days come. Okay, we've got the King of Wands. And when you have birds like that, crows and ravens, that's good omens, like a positive omen. The King of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands. It's like Peter Pan. It's like never growing old. This defensive mode, like protective, defensive. There's kind of a, I feel what am I feeling? I kind of feel like, oh my gosh, and Justice came out in today's Daily Dust. But with the Peter Pan, I feel a fighter, in other words, but not in an aggressive way, like the little guy is a fighter, like he has a strong will, he's determined to, but he's determined to stay there, to be there, to be inside. He's determined. There's a determination. There's also this protective energy, and this kind of defending the land and defending that point of view. And we have like he looks like he's smiling, right? He looks happy about what he's doing, and that makes a real difference when it comes to that energy. Well, on Tuesday nights, I don't normally do charms because it's kind of a weird thing, but I can hold the plate up if you want me to, and drop some charms and hold the plate up like that if you want, if you have to have charms. And Ashley, why do you come on Tuesdays when I have charms on Fridays, and then nobody ever asks for charms on Fridays anymore? All right. So the King of Wands, this is exciting energy. King of Wands feels like, okay, this could be your energy, because it's saying the King of Wands thrives under pressure. And it's not like it's like you really should take some time off, and you really should be a little more careful about how much work you do, but something about the being needed and wanted is kind of there, it's like you feel like you're necessary, and that's a good feeling. I understand. It's funny, like I have a friend who he's got like back issues and stuff, and he's like, it's sometimes at work it's like really painful, and I said, why don't you just go on disability? And he said, because I want to work. So that's a good thing. You know, it's like you want to feel productive, you want to be there. Sometimes not going to work or not being productive has the opposite effect. You know, you don't really feel rested, you feel even more anxious. So when you put your energy into something productive, it does feel good, even if you get tired. So you just have to learn your boundaries here. But I think the King of Wands is encouraging you to continue to work and do the things that you love to do. It's just remember to don't overdo it. The Seven of Wands is meeting challenges of the day, and it's like yeah, I think it's a little bit more of that same message. I have taken a huge step back since I've been having complication with my pregnancy. Okay, well that's good. That's good that you did this for yourself. You may need more, but at least one that's the step in the right direction. Um, don't worry about like anybody taking your job. Don't worry about the like co-workers and all of that. Like just imagine everybody in a supportive bubble around you, whether it's true or not 100% of the time. Just can't keep reminding yourself and thinking yourself of this way. And instead of going into like a, everybody's against me mode, don't go into that mode. You can go into protective mode for sure, but don't go overdo that either. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where anxiety comes in. When you're overdoing any particular motion or action, you have to find like a zen place, a place of calm. Like you can be protective without saying, go away, get away, don't come near me. You know what I mean. I mean, not like you would do that, but sometimes we think that, right? I don't know. Sometimes I would think that. I think that at different times in my life, but yeah. So, oh my gosh, mosquitoes. Mosquito landed. So, you don't need to engage in that any negative energy. You just have to be sure of your goals, be sure of what you need for yourself, stay within your boundaries, don't worry about anybody else and what they're saying and what they're thinking, what they're doing. It doesn't matter. And just, be determined to stick with what you know is good for you. That's all. That your routine, this routine we talked about that you're going to need for yourself, stay determined in that once you've decided what's a good routine for you. There still might be a little bit of like letting go of things that aren't working so good and incorporating things that are working good. It's like a little bit of trial and error right now. You're going to go through a little trial and error period of what things feel, oh, look at my tattoo, what things feel right and what things don't feel right, and what you should keep and what things you should not do anymore, that kind of thing. Okay. But everything looks very, I think you're finding your balance. It says it in the Justice card, and I think the Daily Dust also is kind of saying that you're finding your balance for the collective and for you. Like you're finding the right way to go about things. Or also, I feel like because you're putting yourself first, or you're making sure that you're getting what you need, a balanced situation in your life, then on top of that, you're getting what the other part that justice means is a win, like a win in your favor. So, yeah, it's funny. So this is the course correction. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like if you feel like, if you're going about your week and you're like, man, I'm still tired, or I still don't feel like I'm getting everything done, feel exhausted, whatever, or I think I still need something somewhere to help balance myself out, then add stuff or let go of stuff, whatever you need to do. Keep course correcting basically until you find the right fit and the right routine that feels good for you, and then stick with that. So that's kind of reiterating that message that Spirit sent earlier today about, was it today or was it yesterday? About routines. So yeah, there you go. So that's that message. Let's see. Let's get a little bit from the energy oracle. Hi Terry. I'm taking a heat. Okay. Yeah. Guacamole went to go take a shower. Hopefully she'll be back by the time. Okay. I almost didn't go with my face tonight. And wouldn't you know, like if I had gone just with my hands, then nobody would have wanted charms. But I don't know. Just felt like I would make a statement. No, what's the word? I'd make a impression on you. Oh, you didn't get a notification? Oh, look, Lucy, you got door to spirit, so that's really good. Like, I feel like this particular pregnancy is going to really help you tap into your spirituality more than you've ever been tapped in before. Like, it's going to make you like realize things about yourself. Hey, Miss Fred, thank you. Okay, we're definitely closed. Oh, there goes my big holy. Okay, so door to spirit. This is such a pretty card. So spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. And this door opens to the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds. I don't know if you can see all that. Of an earthly world, leading you into deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential, for the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds you increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spiritual world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of Spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of your spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. That's very powerful. Didn't baby say something like that? Like you're becoming more spiritual or something? So here's an affirmation. I relax and connect with my spirit's wisdom and power. I live in the peace that my spirit brings and know that the world of spirit supports me. So that's very nice. Very nice for you. You're welcome, sweetheart. And blessings to you. Give you some blessings real quick. If you want to receive them, you may take them. Anyone who wants to take healing energy may receive this. I'm going to dedicate this specifically to anxiety. For healing, for feeling calm and secure and sure. I feel like another thing that would be great for anybody who has anxiety is to do some chakra healing, starting with the root, because the root is where you feel the most secure. If you heal that root chakra, then you could balance come into balance with those issues that you have. You're welcome, sweetheart. And I'll keep on thinking about you, praying for you, and sending good energy out to you. All right. So, Guaki, some positive messages for Guaki, huh? Any healing messages for you? Actually, I felt some tonight specifically for you. I'm trying to remember what the message was. But as I was just watching TV or whatever, you came into mind, and I had a message for you. Yeah, it happens a lot. I can't always rush to get to the phone and tell you what's coming to my head, but I get messages for you a lot. I get messages randomly for a lot of my sparkles of light out there. You're welcome, honey. I care about you. I think about you a lot. So, well, let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say, and how we can go from there. What was it? Yeah, I can't remember. Were you talking to a guy today and being nicely distracted by them? Maybe that's why I didn't want to disturb you, because I was like, if she's like in a good headspace now and she's having a nice conversation with somebody, then I'm not gonna like interrupt that and tell her something that will put her into like thinking about other things. I think that's why I was seeing you in a good headspace. I was so excited there. Well, I'll tell you later. It's kind of more of a personal thing, but I discovered something I was so excited about today, and then I was like, oh man, maybe I'm not as excited as I thought I was. So. It's funny how that happens. Like, sometimes our expectations or our dream or our daydream of something or vision of something, or I don't know how to say it, like just our expectation, what we think about something. Let's say, for example, we think this guy is so amazing. Like on paper he seems great, physically he's so handsome, all this stuff. But then let's say you hear his voice and his voice sounds like a little girl's. Or let's say you see him be rude to a waiter or something like that, and then it's like, you hear that sound, that wah wah wah. It's like this disappointment, this sinking feeling, like, man, I built this person up in my head so much, but I realize we're all really kind of human, and none of us are gods, and I mean, I'm a goddess, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like we just get too excited about certain people. I do too. And then the reality of their humanness strikes, right? Just the fact that they're just a regular person and they do regular things that can be annoying or, maybe even unattractive, or maybe even off limits or whatever, like, ew. Then you're like, oh man, I was so wrong. But it doesn't, you know, to me, it's not like one extreme or another. It's like this guy's perfect. Oh, this guy is so flawed. I can't even speak to them, you know. No, it's like this guy has a lot of good qualities, and I'm really, really focusing on the positive, and so I don't see the possibility of the negative. But then you see the negative, and you're like, okay, so he has some flaws. So can I like mesh those together and accept his whole package, or his flaws just outweighing way too much the good stuff, you know? I think that we need to try to work with that energy a little bit more. You know, the ability to love them, or at least, you know, accept them for everything they are. There's some messages. Okay. All right. That was some preliminary answers. I never do that, Glocky. You know who does that? That Mamina does that. She gets like these psychic messages. She just starts talking, and then she pulls tarot. And some tarot came out for you now that I'm done. Okay, but looky here. You have 5 of coins. What a beautiful 5 of coins, though. Look, it's like a beautiful princess who has everything, who just doesn't see that she has everything. She sees she has a cracked mirror is what she sees. I know, right? You have gorgeous hair and a really nice style. But look at that. I think you are all about the wounded child. The child message is coming out for you a lot now. Your child message, other people's child, like seeing everyone as your child. And yeah, it's like when you're hurt, this little girl is hurt. Whenever you feel pain in your heart chakra, it's like this, you know. And so, but I feel like at the same time, it's not to diminish the pain, but it is like making a mountain out of a molehill. It's focusing only on, you know, the cracks in the mirror and all of that, and on the snow and the cold, but not focusing on other things that are so beautiful and bright in your life. Look at all the money, and look at the fine gown and all of that. I mean, I know material things aren't everything, but there's, you know, even beyond the material, there's so much. Okay. You got more, you're getting more money anyway. You're getting more money. All right, and then look, what is this? Oh my gosh, look how pretty this one is. This is the sun. This is like you getting your energy back and feeling vitality and like, you know, like really like connecting with higher self and feeling joy and happiness and pleasure. And here we go with that bird again. Whenever you see crows, blackbirds in nature, you can take that as a sign of like a higher being looking out for you, like Odin himself is looking out for you. Oh, really? Well, why don't you do some, like, if you want to, because I know that research is not always the funnest thing to do. But you might like to go into Norse mythology and look into Odin and all and those gods, you know, because I feel like there's a protective energy from Odin and Freya, even Freya for you. Yes. All right. So and then you have the 3 of Wands. So I like this. This is like you're looking forward to something. So with this happiness coming through, something must be changing in the near future where happiness is coming in. Oh yeah, your Bali trip. Well, you're definitely looking forward to something, and Bali trip could be the thing. But it's a lot of excitement. It's a lot of pleasure. Whoa, I got goosebumps. And yeah, so it's the world. You're going to feel so amazing, so complete. This is rapture, meeting people of all shapes and sizes from all over. You might even tap into Leos and Tauruses and Scorpios and Aquarians, the fixed signs. You will definitely feel like a glow up, just like people feeling very attracted to you and admiring you and thinking you're gorgeous. Also, the world and the sun both feel like fullness and completeness and happiness and joy. And I like the world card whenever it goes into like this rapture feeling. Like, I want some rapture. Give me some rapture right now. Yeah, so the world is finding yourself part of the world, and knowing your place in it. It's going to be an amazing experience, an enlightenment for you. And getting to that place is going to require much growth and pain, but you're going through that. You're going through this amazing transition phase. And you arrive with a sense of completion and fulfillment. And this card is saying that success is happening, and accomplishments. And you are capable of seeing things through to satisfaction, and you can begin a new journey. Oh, a new journey, huh? Let's see what the energy oracle has to say. Oh, when I see Michael, I always get excited. He's so handsome. Like, oh, what a hunk. So you definitely have a very fine archangel by your side protecting you. This is the first chakra, which is the root chakra, where you finally start to feel that sense of security and safety, where you're no longer this little girl that's scared and doesn't have money and a home and all of that. But you're feeling secure. Here comes another sexy man. The thinking man is coming out. So this is a guy who's very intelligent, who likes Shakespeare plays. No, he's got the crystal clear quartz cluster. He has one of these things. Let me see. Where's my clear quartz cluster? Oh, I don't know where I put it now. Oh, wait. It's missing. Oh, there it is. It's like he has one of these things. With it. It makes me think of Superman's, laboratory place. Dun, 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 dun. I started watching Superman Returns the other day, just out of the blue. I know, so fancy. So the thinking man is nice. You're gonna like him when he comes through, but you need to like trust when he comes around. The thinking man is a male of wisdom and understanding, and he's gazing at this crystal, and he's thoughtful and reflective, and he represents a potential presence of a teacher in your life or about to arrive soon. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific, probably a teacher in Bali, or emotional pursuits. And this card is telling you to pay attention. This could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend. But be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to their information. So this is also learning what you can, a new discipline, technique, course of study, or healing practice that could change your life forever. All right, so I feel like before Bali comes, you're going to be going into some anxiety, maybe catastrophizing or thinking unnecessary thoughts. So don't go there, because you got victory coming up. Also, like, the good is definitely outweighing the bad. The victory is the sun and the world card combined. It's like, heaven and glory and success and money. Even if you're spending money to go to Bali, think Bali might be a trip where you end up making money from everything that you learned there. You have the healer of the ages, which is amazing. Like, this is complete, like, this is a person that you might meet. This actually represents Jesus, but it can represent any spiritual guides, physical or spiritual, right? So you might meet somebody who has this energy. You may learn to find this energy for yourself, but there's going to be a lot of healing going on. You have to, one of your main things to work on is patience. So patience will be one of the, I think one of the the guides are going to guide you through a ritual of patience, and how to it's interesting, like, so in the tonight I was watching The Bachelorette, and yeah, it's a process where you're dating all these guys, and in the end you have like 3 guys left. And in some weird ways, the 3 guys seem scarier than all of the other guys, because the relationships are even more intimate. And then you have, right, the overnights. And so, no, I'm trying not to do any spoilers if you haven't watched it. But anyway, Gabby picks, I don't remember his name. Anyway, Gabby goes out with one particular guy first, and they have a really strong connection. And he's like, he tells her he's so, in love with her, that it's hard for him to see her go with the other guys. He knows that's part of the process, and that's part of the show, and that's why they're on there and everything, but it's still, he's having trouble with it. He feels like it's her cheating on him, because he has his heart so invested in her, and he feels that she feels the same way, and they should just be together. And anyway, that's not how the show works, and anybody that signs up for it should really know that they can make it to the, if they make it to the end, to be accepting to the fact that there's going to be more than one person. I would never do a show like that, because I couldn't do that. I couldn't be either party. I couldn't be the one dating a bunch of people, and I couldn't be the one of the bunch of people. I mean, either side would be too much for me. But you have to be the kind of person that can deal with it, or be very detached from it and just look at it as being an actor on a TV show. But even that can get you in trouble. Anyway, I could go on and on and on about that. But the point I'm trying to make is, she asked him, she's like, just be patient with me, okay? Just be patient with me. And he said, okay, I'll just be patient. Well, he wasn't patient with her. She didn't go out on a date with the second guy. She didn't do that. In fact, she sent him home, because she didn't feel like they had a connection that could go to overnights. And if the dude would have had some patience, he would have known that she didn't do that, but now he made it worse for himself by not showing his patience. It's making her think that he doesn't actually love her, because love is patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. And so so one guy obviously, is saying, well, I don't know if I can get there yet. I may be feeling feelings for her, but I don't know if I'm falling in love, or I'm in love, or anything like that yet. That's honest enough, right? But when somebody says, I love you, but they can't be patient, then they're not, is that really love? Like, maybe this person has only known a possessive kind of love, or only knows how to love this way, possessively. And And I think that that's shook her. And she thought that maybe this was the one that she could marry, maybe. But now that he was unable to have patience, that made her second guess. Like, well, if he can't be patient with me, then what? Then now what? So these are hard lessons to learn, but it's important, real important in the long run in the future of your love connections when it comes to patience. Anyway, your final card is the fourth chakra, which is our Archangel Raphael, and that's your heart chakra, honey. Your heart chakra is going to be healed. It will be, and everything will just be like you're a new person again. And after learning some really, really hard lessons, you're going to be a new person in that heart chakra. So in the meantime, you can call upon Raphael for your extra help. But yeah, so this is all about love, unconditional love, compassion, and self-acceptance. So he extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink around your heart center. This card indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. And it could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. So the tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. As soon as you can talk to yourself with love, don't talk down to yourself. Continue to talk to yourself with as if you're your own mother, but like the best mother possible that you can imagine, and nurture yourself and hold yourself and hug yourself and really tell yourself how amazing and wonderful you are. When you can do that on a continual basis, then you start to become healed. This is the way you want other people to talk to you, right? Well, start talking to yourself this way so other people come through and talk to you that way too. All right? So here's an affirmation. My heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. Your journey for love has been quite long, and I've been on it with you, and I know you've been going from head to heart, back and forth, back and forth. But you need to stay in that heart energy a little bit more and leave your ego out as much as possible and really experience moments. You're welcome. But I feel it good energy for you, and I will send you a little heart chakra healing Reiki. This is for you, and this is heart chakra healing. I got my healing. See, there's two, and that means two hearts coming together as one for you. But you gotta heal yours so you can attract others that are healed. Because you don't want a broken person, right? Because that's a lot of work. And it's a lot of work on a person who has their own work to do. Right? Okay. You're welcome. So, Ashley, you want those charms? I gotta wash my charm. I give you charm. Oh, I thought you already took a shower. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so can you see? I'll do my little. So first of all, what's jumping out at me is this camera. Cameras, you know, can represent photography, of course, but also I see cameras representing your cell phone and selfies and showing your stuff and watching and looking at other people's stuff. It cannot, to me, it represents sometimes social media and all of that, checking in on each other, checking in on friends through social media and that kind of thing. Let me give you all your words. Ooh, you got a sure kiss coming in. Ooh, a sure dream kiss. Wow. You got a lot of good stuff. A sure happy dream kiss. Okay, so sure happy dream and kiss. You've got, let's see, what are your, you got a few saints here. You have Saint Anne, Saint Anne. To me, Saint Anne represents Christ consciousness because Saint Anne was Jesus's grandma, and I feel like it just, Christ consciousness is slightly different than being Christian, even though like some of us are still Christian, but I feel like if you believe in like new age philosophies, tarot and that stuff, but you still like have a Christian, like you still kind of like your Christian upbringing, that's Christ consciousness. That's like, you know, still believing in Jesus, but believing in in a different way, in a more new age kind of way. So there's that. Then you have Saint Christopher's, and that is the patron saint of travelers. And you have Our Lady of, this is one of the Mary sightings. I can't read it, but it's like Lady of Lourdes, I think. No, Lady of Fatima. I think it's Fatima. My, what's special to me is Lourdes, because Lourdes appeared to Bernadette, and that's my confirmation name is Bernadette. So, but Fatima, I can't remember where Fatima appeared, but anyway, that's Lady of Fatima has to do with the youth and reaching out to unfortunate people, the more unfortunate. So we've also got some dates here. We have the 30th, we have the 10th, or 10 meaning October, and we have, October 30th, we've got, and the 18th, so like right around Halloween is going to be exciting for you. We have rocking chair, which represents waiting. We have a basket full of food. To me, makes me think of picnic times outdoors. We have a little fairy whispering to you. That's your like spirit guides coming through. We have the wheel, the captain's wheel, which makes me think of cycles. There is a Mercury retrograde coming up, and that could be a kind of a cycle that makes you revisit certain things. So be aware of that. Cycles, yeah, cycles are just about giving you a chance to second view of things. So if things in your life don't always go perfectly smooth, don't force don't say option one is the only option and force it through, try to force that agenda through. Retrograde is a good time to be flexible and allow option B, C, or D, like you know, it's fine. I'm not going to force the only, you know, like only one agenda. I'm just going to like see the possibilities and other ways of doing this, you know. So just try to have a little more flexibility and it will feel a little bit better. We've got, oh, we've got the crown or tiara. The tiara represents the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy. We also have lots of kids here. So this is the one that stands for twin flames. This one where it's like two little kids. But I also have another one that stands for kids. So maybe either it's about kids or maybe it's about couples. Maybe it's like you and a person coupling up with somebody else and a friend and their couple, maybe double dates, something like that. But I feel like either children involved or lots of friends involved, couples. And then you have your familiar here, kitty cat. You have the pig, which stands for optimism and a good attitude, positive attitude. We have the Taj Mahal, which stands for India or destinations or travel. We have the little smiley face. I think that's just plain happy and having a good attitude. We have the anchor that represents stability. We have corn, which is the golden food. It's like when corn comes out, then you know you're going to be okay. Like you're going to have plenty of food. You don't have to worry about being hungry or going without. You're going to have plenty of food. You also have got a lot of charms. You have the peace pipe. So to me, a peace pipe represents manifesting. And the Hopi Indians use the peace pipe to manifest, to smoke, and to manifest rain. So that could be something like something that you're manifesting. Could also have to do with peace pipes. I don't know. Or some kind of pipe. You have the sailboat. So yeah, I feel like going with the flow is the main message from spirit here, because if you try to like go upstream and that resistance is just gonna wear you out, just make you really tired. So just keep going with the flow. You have maybe taking a little vacation, a little break. Like everybody takes vacation at the same time, but maybe it's better that you take a vacation when there's, you know, not during the height of the vacation season, which we just, like, I think we just pretty much passed it now with Labor Day weekend over. All the vacations are kind of done. and but like October's a great month for a really good discount airfares and cruise ships and all kinds of stuff like that, because it's one of the lower seasons for traveling. So that might be something that you might want to do. And we have top hats, which to me represents past lives, maybe meeting somebody that seems kind of familiar, like you've known them before in a past life. We have the wine cup, which kind of feels like a good, happy, bubbly feeling. Could be drinking, could be represent celebration. It could represent like the Ace of Cups, like coming into a new love. And then you have the wrench, which means like fixing things. So anything that might have felt sort of broken or in need of repair is going to be fixed, whether it's your bank account to your love life. I feel like this sense of repairing things. That's another great thing that you can do in retrograde. Anything that starts with re, like repair, that's a good one. You know, retreat, that's another good one. So, you know, anything is possible during retrograde. It's just the kind of mind frame you have when you approach it. And you can do a lot of fun stuff during retrograde. Especially if you don't like, if you're not too bogged down on paperwork and everything going perfectly, you know, like being open to enjoying like getting lost sometimes, you know. Sometimes it's in the getting off on the wrong trail or whatever that you actually stumble upon something really interesting, right? So it's all in the attitude, I think. Life is an adventure. Oh, and speaking of that, I didn't talk about this one. This one says, all who wander are not lost. So I think that's encouraging, like encouraging you to wander a bit, to roam a bit. And you also have the moon. I didn't talk about the moon, the crescent moon. This is a really pretty crescent moon. This one to me signifies dreams, the dream world. The moon sometimes, you know, like in general, it's like the unknown and the mysterious and stuff. But I like also that it represents dreams. And dreams can kind of be confusing to us, but I feel like there's plenty of ways to interpret dreams, and the best way to get started is starting to write your dreams down. If you feel inclined to do so, that would be an interesting thing to do. There's a dream I had, I think with my twin flame. I'm pretty sure 100%. I keep I woke up to let the cats out or in or out, and I normally when this happens I write it down right away, and I didn't because I thought, oh, I'll remember it. I always say that I'll remember it, and then I don't remember the details. But I thought for sure, yeah, there was a dream where I was just really chatting it up, like really happy, bubbly, like some social event with twin flame. Like there wasn't any trepidation like there is sometimes, but it was a really nice dream. Anyway, so write your dreams down, and also like review them, like after you write them all down, then you can review them either sequentially or not and see like what is this message that's coming up, because sometimes a message pops up after a repeated things, you know, after a cycle or something like that. Yeah, just be open to the clues and things that spirit is showing you. Yeah, we have a violin, or this is like a cello or violin. So music, a deep voice, something like that too. A sure happy kiss though. A dream kiss. It could happen in your dreams, but maybe it's dreamy. So I hope you like that. Ashley. Oh, Ashley. You're welcome. So, I know, okay. Excuse me. Terry. Oh, it's just falling off. See any good news about the closing table? Closing table? Good news about the closing table? What's the closing table? Oh, the house? In the house? What? Getting it because it's in your name. Okay. Oh, look. You have the Hierophant. The closing table. Well, it looks like they're giving you the keys. So, it's bequeathed to you. I think so. Thou shalt have the keys to thy closing table. I think so. And look, You have the Queen of Wands. So you are going to be the owner of that. And look at you with your lion. You're the Beauty and the Beast. I love that one. So the Hierophant, you know, that has to do with rituals. But it does, you know, this could be like the will, you know, like the presenting of the will or whatever, the articles. I think you're going to get what you want anyway. I think so. It's like he's pointing at you. Yes. Oh, it's interesting the way the cards are flying out. All right, so I think after the whole, yes, you're going to get the closing table, then you have to wait a little while before you officially get it, or before it officially goes to you. But it won't be that long. You got the, see, look at that. You got the 9 of coins. So it could be happening this month in September. So not a long wait. And you are sitting pretty. You have financial abundance. Doing well for yourself. Ooh, look at this pretty card. You got the you got the 7 of chalices. I feel like, isn't that a nice, that's like, that's a little mermaid who has a lot of fishies flying around her hair, and she's like really happy. I think you have like, okay, so maybe this is like, I got it. It's like shopping. I don't know. You got all this money now, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna buy with all this stuff? Wee! You just feel a little light and lightheaded, lighthearted, and lots of choices available for you. That's what I'm getting. Many choices and lots of things you can do with your money. I see you are in the money. Your cards are all about the money now. And they're in the golden gates. So you could stay home and work on the home, or you can travel. You can be on either side of the gate, but the money is yours. And then look, you got the 10 of Pentacles. So legacy, happily ever after, having everything. Yeah, look, I think there's this old guy giving you some stuff. He's like, that could be the same old guy. I don't know. Or it could just represent everybody that has to do with the estate, all the way from, you know, the elderly to the pets. Like something about this estate is going to benefit you and give you lots of money. Lots of pentacles, that's right. And here's another king with the birdies. Lots of good messages coming through. These are people who, the kings of your life, the Hierophant and the king are going to be super generous. And you also have the 8 of coins, which is really great. It's like divine timing, investing your money, and then it will, so whatever you win now, like you can do lots of things. You have lots of choices, but I think one of the things you're going to do is you're going to have some fun spending it, and then some fun, then you're going to invest it, and then the investments will pay off with time. You won't see a lot of anything happening right now, but with time you will, and I think it's a great idea to do that. Or this timing could represent that you've been patient, that you've been like hanging in there, and now everything's coming out into fruition in September, and the divine timing has come at last for your big win and gain happily ever after. And then your final card is the 5 of Swords, which is like not an unhappy card. Look at how happy she is. You know what it is? Normally this is called the the hollow victory, but this victory is not hollow. This victory is just victory. This victory is like, it's like, okay, good. You know, you're not rubbing it in. You're not being big-headed about it. You're just accepting that you made it and everything's good. And you got the thing that I guess the hollow part is that somebody is passing away, right? Or that, right, that this is an inheritance. So it makes, so that there's a bit of sadness in it because it wouldn't have happened unless there was some kind of, like that happened to me. Like my mom married this awesome man. Well, she wasn't actually married by the church. They lived together. But anyway, they consider each other husband and wife. They were only together for a little while, but he gave her everything when he passed away, and he was pretty ill, and she just really took good care of him. And then because of his generosity, it trickled down to us. You know, I would much rather have Horst in my life than to have riches, but I'm really grateful that that I was able to receive money to have this house fixed up. So these are all like, I think that's what this represents. You know, it's like, don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but you are grateful for receiving the benefits of that. I think that's what that means. Okay, let's see any other messages. I'm kind of curious though before what this star spinner says about the Five of Swords. It's such a happy looking card. Most of the time it's not. But that would be a fun way to describe the Five of Swords if I had a deck. I would say not the hollow victory, but victory after yeah, so okay. I was thinking of doing like the tortoise and the hare as the Five of Swords. Oh, it's funny because I was watching Superman. Now, Lex Luthor's not a nice guy, but for example, Lex Luthor, no, you're not anything like him, but the whole family was waiting in the hallway. Lex Luthor goes in and he kisses the old lady's hand, and she's like, "Oh, you gave me so much joy in the last days of my life." And she gives him everything, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I did that." And he takes the money and whatever. So that's like an extreme mean example, but you get the idea. Okay. So here we have journey. So maybe you're encouraged to take a trip. And yeah, where are you gonna go? Monkey Bridge. Aw, Monkey Bridge. So there's a person out there walking on the Monkey Bridge in heaven. My friend. Oh yeah, that's funny. I'm talking about people passing away, and Pete. There you go. I'm trying to remember Pete's name. Pete had me do a drawing for him, where his buddies were in the drawing, and he wanted me to draw the monkey bridge. And I'm like, how is the monkey bridge gonna fit into the drawing? But I drew it. I drew the monkey bridge was a symbol for him, and he and his friends made this monkey bridge. What's your great news? So anyway, Pete and anyone who's passed on the other side, hello over there. Hello, Dad. Hello, people on the other side. So journey represents movement, relocation, and travel. It's saying, pack your bags. Journey card foretells upcoming travel or shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation or a retreat or a class or even a work-related trip. And this card could also signal a move or of residence or a job relocation. And it indicates the plans should go off without a hitch. Still, be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting, inspiring adventures ahead. So, your affirmation is I am attracting wonderful new adventures to me. My life is a blessing, taking me to new places inside and out. All right. And would you like one more message? Let's see. What can we do? Let's see what your secret language of light is. Speaking with Jefferson over Facebook, and he says he's in town. Oh my God. And will be for a while and wants to plan a visit with me. See, am I psychic or what? I told you. I told you. I told you. Ha. Told you. Ha ha. I am psychic. Okay, here we go. Soul journey. See, what I did there was kind of a 5 of swords. Bragging. Okay, that could be one. Bragging. So if something good happens to you, don't brag about it. If you're like the bomb, you know it. You don't have to tell everybody how great you are. I'm the bomb. I'm just kidding, you guys. But no, to be honest, I am really excited for you, Elizabeth. I'm so excited that this is happening for you. Very much. It makes me so happy to know that these beautiful things can actually manifest, right? It's like, hallelujah, manifestation has arrived. Everybody praise God and the manifestations. I know, I don't mean to be facetious. I don't mean to be silly. I'm like really stunned and excited. That's all. Okay. So to continue Terry's one last message for Terry, we have a soul journey. So that's so funny. You had the journey card and soul journey. So however you want to do this journey, but it will change your soul as well. So you are ready to start. A new chapter is beginning for you now. This time, go easy on yourself. Be the courageous, loving being you are. Breathe into the present moment and allow any anxieties to drop away. Enjoy the journey. Stop thinking of the future. Will bring you something better. When the future arrives, it will be now. And step out of the shadow of your past. All that matters is what you decide to do from this moment. Your life is yours to live in whatever way is meaningful to you. You brought yourself to this life and you're responsible for the quality of it. Trying to understand your reason for coming here will just hold you back. Just remember, everything you've done was the best thing you could do at the time, or you thought it was, and as you move forward, you will understand your motives. Experience allows you to better handle crisis. You are now deliberately creating a new chapter in your life. You were such an amazing pioneer. You're such an amazing pioneer. Very nice. And the rest of it is like meditation and journal work. We don't have to get into that. I just thought that was a really good message. So there you go. So the double emphasis on journey. I like that. All right, so Miss Fred, I'm a little concerned because he says he's dealing with business that he promises to explain later, but hopefully it's nothing too serious. But yet it definitely seems happy overall. I'm excited. I trust him and I believe that whatever situation he's dealing with will be resolved and that he'll handle it in a way that brings the highest good to all involved, right? You're welcome, Terry. All right then, Miss Fred. What would you like to know? How would you like to do this reading? maybe the whole dealing business stuff has to do with like something surprise, something, and that's why he's being evasive. Get a sleepy. I'm feeling nice with you guys here. Well, timing for when he'll be able to visit maybe, and also what I can look forward to during it, and maybe hints as to what the situation he's dealing with could be. Okay, so well, let's see what the timing is. Let's get a little Lenormand. Maybe I should flip this for you. I'm gonna flip it. Maybe. That's not good. Oh, I don't know. It won't do this. It won't rotate. Well. Alright, well, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go for it. Let's see, timing. Oh, yay, sleepyheads. Ooh, let's all get a big group hug and cuddle. He says he'll be in town for a month or two, most likely. See, so remember I had like you're gonna get a message first, and then he's gonna come in, and he's gonna tell you a little bit, but he won't be able to tell you the whole surprise. Okay. I'm surprised I remembered some of these messages from past. Yay, group cuddles. All right. Okay, the tree. Ancestors, destiny, karma. 5 days. 5 weeks. I don't think it'll be 5 weeks, but 5 days seems awfully soon. Maybe that's not about timing. Maybe it's about the tree. You know, are you going to the tree? Are you coming to the tree? Yeah, there you go. Travel. 3 days, 3 months. Ooh, and the storks. The stork is 17 on the 17th. Okay, that's a little bit close. 17th. And it represents a move. It represents a new addition, some kind of special change in your life together. He is also mates for life. like when this guy's not going anywhere, basically. He is yours for life. Then we have 8, which is August, or the 8th, which is in 2 days. And that represents rest and dreams and a rest period. And then we have the 13th. So, but the child represents soon. So Spirit's kind of being all over the place when it comes to timing. And I think it's because it doesn't want to pin anything down particularly. So I'm just going to read, I'm going to read it like this, that the timing is soon. And here's how it's looking. So we have the tree that to me represents your destiny. You're destined to be together. The ship is him traveling to see you. The stork represents a leveling up in your relationship, something new, something added onto your relationship, some kind of move, some kind of level. And then the coffin is like a resting period before the arrival. So before he arrives, it's going to be like a really calm, quiet period in your life. Although what he's doing will be active. You're going to be like completely opposite of him. He'll be doing some activity, right, that he's needs to do before he can come see you. But you're going to be going through a very peaceful, restful phase before he comes to see you. And it could have to do, and also it can all, before, I think some of it's surprise and some of it's known, but I think you will be prepared, and so some of what you're going to be doing is self-care and pampering and things like that too. So that part of you will be ready. I think you will be ready for sure. What can you look forward to during the visit? Let's see what's happening during the visit. You've got the Page of Swords. He's coming out all honest and straightforward, very dashing and daring. And yeah, he's just going to be real honest in his expression of his thoughts to you. And we have the 9 of Wands. So he's going to also tell you about some of the things that he's been through, like kind of the wounded warrior, like, oh, if you only knew. You know what the good movie is for you to watch is Cold Mountain. There's a twin flame couple there, Inman and his girl, and everything he has to go through to finally get back to his woman is kind of amazing. But I feel like metaphorically that's sometimes the journey for the masculine is this, the wounded warrior, the one that has to go through so much to finally get to his destiny. Okay, let's see what else. Well, that's good. What about the 2 of them? Yeah, it's a great movie with Nicole Kidman and Renee Zellweger and Jude Law. Okay, nice. And you have the 6 of Coins. So you're going to be feeling really good, reciprocity. Whatever he feels, you feel, back and forth, like that kind of energy. He's coming into some kind of money and sharing it with you, I think. So could be something that could be part of the surprise, like some kind of investment that he made has some kind of special turnover and he doubled his money or something like that. So that's something that might be coming through, and he's going to lavish you with a good time. Like, I think that's what he really, really wants to do. Is like, he doesn't want to just come see you, but when he comes sees you, he wants to treat you like a princess. He wants to buy you things, take you out, really treat you like you deserve. Okay, yeah. Buy you new clothes. He sees you as the single girl, and like I think he wants to change some of those things. Like you've been so good and independent and all of that. But I feel like he's going to like try to give you things. Maybe he'll give you a gift, like not an owl, but something like that. Like the owl also to me represents wisdom and an intelligence that like he's maturing and it's a mature. Oh look, I don't know if Ashley's still here, but one of your charms was and like his and hers. But that could be for you, his and hers. Mr. and Mr. Fred and Mrs. Fred. Mr. and Mrs. Fred. Oh wow, look at that. I don't know why that gave me goosebumps in my legs. But look at the money raining back. There's this 3 of coins. You guys are creating something really amazing together. So he's really pouring the money on you. And you're like, wow. How did you do this? How did you get all this? How did this happen? And he's like, well, I'll tell you all about it. But first, let's just go have some fun spending it, or whatever. Let me take you around town. Okay. What else? He definitely is going to feel like he's got the Midas touch. And 3 of coins also gives me creation energy, like putting a baby in there too, in that pot. Ooh, and speaking babies, we got the bunny, and bunnies are so fertile. The king of coins. The king of coins. How many coins do we have, though? Well, look at all those coins. Wow. We have 6 coins, we have 9 coins, we have 3 of coins, and we have king of coins. It's going to be a fun money spending splurge spree. And I see a little bit of baby making possibly as well, like that, kind of energy. Okay, what else did you ask? So, hints to what a situation he's dealing with could be. Okay, yeah, so as far as timing, maybe next few days, because we have 3, 5, 3 and 5 days. We have the stork, which is 17. We have 8 days and soon, possibly. Okay, and let's get an energy oracle. See if I can pin it down. Pin down any more what's going on here. Okay, here's a bunch. We have the woman holding a heart, which is nice. So you're definitely going to be feeling in a lovey-dovey energy coming up soon. Your heart chakra is really vibrating strong, feeling good. You've got cornucopia, like everything in your life is really rich and full and plentiful, plenty of money, plenty. You have the action card, which means that Jefferson is not just sitting on his butt anymore. He's actually taking action. You can actually be in receiver mode and do your yin energy because he's very in his yang energy, and that feels really good to have that nice balance of energies between the two of you. Look at that, you've got happy family, feeling very happy, connected together, not just you and him, but anybody else in your families are feeling like happy for you, happy with this connection. You also have adjacent possibilities. I feel like this doesn't have as much to do with, you know, you have particularly choices and he has particular choices in as far as love's concerned. But I feel like business opportunities are going to come up, where you're connecting with a lot of different people from all around the world, or maybe his. It has something to do with the internet and computers and things like that. Could have to do with IT stuff, some kind of technology, even building computers or something like that. But anyway, there's this like mainframe, the main hub, and then all of these different portals and places where you guys can connect to, which makes me want to get a portal card for you, a door card, real quick. Well, I've been wanting to add the doors because you have also the temple path came out. So interesting that we have happy family. So your physical alive family is happy, but your ancestors too. Like whoever's on your spirit team, everybody's got, I'm sure, ancestors, but some people feel the ancestors stronger than others, and I think you do. And so your ancestors, your angels, your guides, spirit team, they're all feeling very encouraged and feel like you're on a good path here. So I think it is going to be all for the good of all, just the way you prayed for it. So let's see what your divine door has to say. And see what's in these doors. You have this one, secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. Interesting, okay. So drawings. You could be that weird thing, what is it called? Starts with a P, but they're like animations and stuff that people are buying, and it's this big, it's a kind of trade like thing. My brother told me about it. He told me he was trying to get into it on Twitter, and I don't do Twitter. I kind of boycotted them, but yeah, that could be something. Could be that drawing stuff. The drawings, which is animation, like little animated short things. We have sunsets. Nice, look at that. And there's people in the sunset just like this, just like the happy family. So you could be going to the beach or something like that. Sunset is saying time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. I have not gotten this one, and in the past 3 weeks we've been using this deck. This is the first time I got this one for you. Sunsets. Oh, let's see what else. All right, and we have freedom flows. Don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine sacred reason. So don't worry about any of this. It's like, I mean, I wish you could see these cards. They're like, everything is very bright. And it's like, everything seems like kind of shooting stars, rainbows, lights, the cornucopia, the sunsets. It feels very bright and light. And so I don't think there's nothing sinister has come out, nothing dubious, no dubiousness. I think it's on the up and up. You know, feels like it may be unusual. It may be something you've never even heard of before. But it is seemingly legit. It is a natural, it's a door that's there that has to do with, I guess, the internet somehow, the web, or socialness, or connecting with worlds, other worlds. And that was number 24, which is a good number. It's the love number. So one of the first things he ever said to me was, "You should wish upon a star to marry me." Ah, well, let's see. Let me see with the feelings card how he's feeling. So this one, it definitely has shades of somebody being romantically interested in you, and it could also represent proposals. I don't see the proposal, but I feel like that could be a purposeful, you know, that spirit is hiding that. But like we have at the bottom, we have working up the courage. Okay, let's see how he's feeling. Okay, he's dealing with the world. I don't think it's the same definition as this, like a weight of the world, like you know, like a heavy thing, but I feel like, you know, he's dealing with his world wide web issues. I don't know, his www. Oh, okay, so it could be www. It could be his what is that called? Domain. All right, but he's excited. He's tooting his horn. He's feeling the thrill, like tooting my own horn. It's music to my ears, which means he's horny. Come on, Jefferson, what else? Ooh, Divine Feminine. He's like, I'm in awe of your strength and aware of our mirroring. You are my counterparts. This is mostly bad. What is that movie where, oh, I think it's that one with Jim Carrey and Jennifer, what's her face? And it's one of those, it's what's it called? Oh, Bruce Almighty or something like, yeah, Bruce Almighty, where he gets to be God. So he's confident, you know. He's so full of his ego that he's forgetting what he's doing all this for, which is to be closer to you. Feeling good in my skin and good about us as a couple. But he's feeling good about you guys as a couple. But okay, so the Jennifer character in Bruce Almighty, she's like, oh my God, he's taking me. She's telling her friends, he's taking me to this fancy restaurant. And her friends are like, oh, you know what that means. Nobody goes to that fancy restaurant if they, you know, without getting engaged or whatever. And she's like, I know, I'm so excited. And so he gets, you know, they're in the restaurant. He gets really quiet. And he's like, there's something I have to tell you. And she's like, okay, what? He's like, I made Anchor or whatever. And she's like, great, you know. So it's something like that. I feel like he is gonna propose eventually, but right now, like the first thing he's gonna tell you is this news about something exciting he did that made so much money. But he really, and then he like Bruce Almighty loses the girl in the movie, and then he realized that all he ever wanted was his woman, and he didn't care about all the other. He didn't, you know. He's like, I'd rather not be God. I'd rather have my woman than actually be God, which is an amazing kind of epiphany, right? All the power that you have as God, you give it up just to be with your woman. He's decided, yes. Okay, but there he is, empowered. he's feeling himself for sure. Feeling good, like I can take on anything. Want to take me on? He's be like, baby, want to take me on? And you'll be like, okay. So yeah, just be excited for him. And he'll come around. He's just very excited about himself. Yeah, he's very excited about his work. Or whatever he did. Very excited. Okay, so like the lovey-dovey stuff's not coming out this time, which is so weird for Jefferson. What are you doing? Why are you keeping it so hidden? Okay, let's get some, well, I'm gonna do some of these for you. Okay. Let's do some love notes. Okay, here's something. I just want us to get away from the noise. Okay. All right. I choose to spend the rest of my life with you. That's something. And you have the key to my heart, and I will fight for your heart. So yeah, all of everything, he's like the Bryan Adams song. Everything I do it for you. And he think, in his mind, he thinks this is the right way to get to your heart by being this amazing man that's making all this money and stuff. And you're like, yeah, like I want you to be proud and confident in yourself and doing well, but I love you for that, like, that thing inside you that it's kind of like Aladdin, it's like Aladdin thinks that in order to get Jasmine, he has to be a king. But and so he has a little bit of self-worth issues. Like he's thinking only a king could have Jasmine, but really the person, and you know how she gets, she's like, oh, another overstuffed shirt peacock trying to win me over, whatever. Like that didn't impress her much. That don't impress me much. So but he's not thinking like, what does Jasmine want? He's thinking what anybody would want, or what he wouldn't even want that, It's like, come on, Aladdin, is this what you would want if you were a princess? So put yourself in her shoes, but he doesn't do any of those things until like his character arc, he really starts to figure out his own self-worth. She knew it right from the moment where she saw him giving bread to a little poor kid, and whatever, like his sweet nature was there from the beginning, but all this other stuff was just extra, But then he does show his bravery, and he shows his determination, and he shows that he will fight for her, and that he loves her, and that he was doing all of this for her. So keep that in mind. It may be a little bit, over the top, muchy, extra, and whatever, but, like, I think it's important to appreciate all the hard work he's doing for himself, and then for you guys, in his mind, for you guys to be together. That's how he sees it. I think that's how he's seeing it. I think that's kind of what it is. Anyway, I hope that makes sense, and I hope that resonates with you. Like I don't mean to just say, what he just assume. I feel like I'm getting this right. Let's see what's next for your love. Okay, a little bit of teasing. he's bad. He's gonna be like, just be prepared to just enjoy. And then there's signs and clues and teasing. And friendly support from, so yeah, I feel like family and friends and outside energies can be super supportive. Plus your guides, super supportive. A lot of bubbling energy. And then acts of service is going to be his love language. Going to show a lot of actions. And forgiveness, and that's going to be some loving, sexy energy to allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. I think there come to a moment where after all like this, the fun and frivolous and like outwardly material stuff that you get to enjoy together will die down, and then you'll get kind of deep and you know, it'll be just feelings for each other, and you'll have, you know, special moments. I don't know, like mostly though, I think spirit just wants to go, okay, let's let them experience, not give away too much, you know, not gonna give it away too much. But I feel like we got it. Oh, we got a little bit of an idea of what's going on here. Just a little bit, not big clues. I think most of this stuff is stuff that you have to just experience. Enjoy the message. Enjoy when it happens. Enjoy it as it unfolds. But be prepared. What I'm saying is, don't like have any expectations, because that's what tarot kind of sometimes makes you have. You know, like I'm expecting this and this and this to happen. So it's important to just enjoy, just be like excited to even have his company again, right? Just enjoy his company. That's it. And don't have any expectations beyond that, really. And whatever, you know, surprises he has, then it'll be a good surprise, right? So I hope that helped. If you feel like you need more advice somehow, or that didn't explain it enough, you're definitely just email me, and if any thought comes into your head, I can, like, you know, pull some cards on it or something like that. But let me see if you get a secret language of light message. Let's see what about one of these. Maybe spirit can tell you through this. One last message for Miss Fred. Spirit really loves you. Ooh, light beings. These are like the orbs. Oh, look, you got light beings and soul love. So the light beings represent, I think, those ancestors and guides and all that beautiful energy that's around you all the time. Because spirit loves you. You're teacher's pet, spirit's pet. So the light beings are saying this is enlightened soul information. This image depicts a light being. The term light being is used to describe a range of ethereal forms, including guides and angels. They observe your life from a higher perspective, so they can see the most auspicious path for you. to create your dreams and desires. Sometimes your light beings may seem to take you down a path fraught with difficulty. However, everything happens for a reason. Just as we know a baby will eventually walk, you will also find your footing and attain your dreams. Your light beings are not here to save you, for that would interfere with your ability to create unique paths and conclusions. They are keepers of the faith that hold and stream your past, present, and future dreams and desires to your heart. Only you can decide what to do with that. And that's just what they told me. They're like, well, you can't give away too much, but don't worry, you're gonna like it. So you can't get it wrong. For light beings will show you another way. If that one didn't work out, we'll help you find other paths. All right, so let's see. And then soul love. You are clear, pure love. This is unconditional love. Nothing from your past will block your dreams. Your future will be nothing like it was before. You are at the center of the universe, looking outward through your experiences. And when you look out in balance, you are seeing through love and will experience many variations of love. Make love your purpose. Find it wherever you can. If you begin to introduce anything to your world that does not feel like love, shift your awareness, your energy, or your eyes until you return to love. Become so devoted to your purpose of love that no one will sway you from it. Unconditional love is not about tolerating or diminishing yourself to make another feel good. These are conditional actions that will make you feel less than or resentful. If you're trying to believe something that is not your truth, it will feel awful because you're not in agreement with your soul. Your job is to feel balanced in every moment. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as it is a sign that you're yet to love something about yourself, that it's still coming. It's still on its way. But I feel like you got the love, self-love thing, and you've got the unconditional love thing down. And that's basically the two messages from Spirit, is that we're here for you. We're always here guiding you. We're all around you and your connection with Jefferson. We're light beings that are helping you. And secondly, there is an undeniable, unconditional love happening here between the two of you. So don't even worry about it. Okay. That's nice. That's so nice. All right, so I think I got everybody. So I guess I'll say goodnight and sweet dreams, and see you next time. You're just a pixie dust. Boy, would you like some healing? Yeah, you got it. You got it. You already got it. I don't see, your chakras are all aligned to me. Maybe we can help Jefferson out. Okay. Help him find his self-worth once and for all. There we go. Good night. They trust a pixie does.